Hey, I'm Scott Beaver with artlove.com and onelove.org. And basically I'm hanging out here with my old friend Damian Days, also known as Mr. Days. He's okay. Dude, good to see you. We're chilling up here up at Damian's pad up in the Hollywood Hills. It's really beautiful. The view of the city is really nice, man. And anyway, beginning of the solstice, right? It was beginning of the solstice. Amazing. So yeah, so we're just like kicking it. D and I met him when I first got out here to Hollywood years ago, and we used to like roll around and play it cool.
Long time ago.
A long time ago. And it's cool because now we've reconnected and we're both kind of like on the artsy path now. He's an art dealer and also a consultant to artists and buyers.
Yeah, well, it's, there's not just some certain way to go anymore, and there's a lot of fine lines. It depends on the level the artist wants to go to. I mean, I think the main thing the artist needs to ask themselves is, what does success mean to them? Does it mean fame, or does it mean having a comfortable life, doing what you do? So I think that's the most important question to ask is, what is your definition of success? Second is devotion and focus and body of work. If you really want to be true just to yourself and your vision, then use technology to your advantage in blogging and your own websites and connecting with people on your own.
How important do you feel it is which is probably part of the politics of this too, just getting out there, networking with other artists, with buyers, with just people that are into the arts?
It's everything. Knowing that every day is an evolutionary process with who you meet and the trials and errors of what you create and what you like or you don't like within your own creative form. And just don't be such a judge on that yourself. Some of the most valuable aspects to success in art is the likes and dislikes of what you do.
I've created different things where I created them more so for myself. And they were so empowering and felt so good to express myself. It didn't really matter what other people thought.
I think to a degree, just be, I think we just need to be knowledgeable in all realms, knowing that no man's an island to themselves. So, if you're going to go deal with a dealer and you're a startup person and they want an exclusive contract with you, be willing to maybe compromise with them. But, at the same time, hopefully you still keep your voice within what you want to paint. And there's the extreme commercial realm, and then there's really this, in today's age, you have so many artists worldwide in Asia and Europe and all through America and these regions where they're really getting to, I'd say, create a product that's pretty unique today and getting a lot of exposure for it. Because quality is quality. And there's some artists that lack in quality yet still get the exposure and great success. So relations is everything, and who you are as a person is going to probably speak loudly more in the end than in the beginning of the art itself.
How important do you think it is that the buyer gets to know the artist that they're buying from? And that's honestly, Damian, one of the things that I enjoy most about art is, I can appreciate the different mediums, but I really love to hear from the artist. What is this really all about to you?
I think it's crucial. It's absolutely crucial in the sense that initially a buyer gravitates to a piece of art. It's subjective, and the difference between a one-time buyer and a long-term client has everything to do with the artist and that relationship. I think in this day and age, many creative type beings are always striving to improve in some way or grow. And they need to see that artist in the road they're taking. They want to be inspired by that artist. So the person the artist as a person is everything for the longevity of the relationship, and also the artwork that they continue to produce in the ever-changing road that goes on.
It's kind of cool the way that you explain, where you can either stay true to just being more avant-garde and just sticking to what you are as an artist, or going more the commercial route. And because either route is a great way to go. Either one you're going
Right.
to benefit from in different
In
ways.
different ways.
You know, and it's still, either way, it's an expression of yourself. Right? I mean,
Yeah, and like I said, what does success mean for you? That's really what it comes down to. There is no judgment here. God, I mean, if you're getting to make a living to some degree or to a great degree, doing something in the arts, that in itself is a gift.
yeah, it's a real gift.
Real gift.
Yeah.
And if that's happening, I strongly encourage that you're obviously doing something right to go that realm. Just be focused and take the challenges along the way as lessons.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be ups and downs. Just keep in mind, I'm going to do what I can to help you in whatever path you choose. That's really what this community that I'm developing is all about.
Right.
Just a really caring art community about each other and our expressions and the art that's being created and sold from the community. It's really all about you.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really amazing stuff, dude.
Sounds like the wave of the future. Let's have more of that. I think the authentic approach is the way to go. I think there's plenty of success in that and a lot more happiness.
Like, there might be a lot of people out there that are like, yeah, art. I'm not an artist.
Okay.
I don't do art.
Right.
I've never picked up a paintbrush. I've never sat down on a piano or guitar or played the drums or written anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that art is an innate ability that we all have.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to give everyone a free gallery. Just like, do it. You can do it. We all have the ability to express ourselves, and I think that it's like one of the most true ways of self-expression to your soul is through one of these artistic mediums.
I agree.
You never know. That art can end up turning into something that could really turn into some type of living for you.
There's been some great success stories with artists who are just doing it as a hobby, and somebody noticed their work. There's no rule of thumb anymore. If you just want to do it as a hobby, then do that. Wow, you've got it as a hobby and you have your other job. But I think where Scott's coming along is that you're more about people finding this to be a means.
Yeah, I don't want to discount the fact of you making some type of living from this, because I think that's definitely always a goal when e-commerce is involved, right? But I really feel like it's a great way to just get out there and share yourself with other like-minded artists and connect with people on the same level through something other than just your words or thoughts, but your artistic expressions. It's so
well. You look in art history, and you look at the 20s of Paris and the European masters, the modern masters. You look at the American moderns in New York, and these communities were unreal. They'll be documented for life, and they're timeless. Well, you can create that today, and they didn't have the technology that we have today. So if you've got multi-talented artists around you, come together and help each other out, and then you now set the precedence for today's documented history that will inspire people in the next generation. Let us be the examples versus the reflection of those times.
So Damian, it's something that I've dealt with myself is like when I'm writing or when I'm playing the drums or when I'm acting or whatever, man. When I'm feeling like I'm in a really big, really serious gray area, or if I'm stuck in the middle of something else that I'm working on, that I'm creating, and I'm like, man, where do I even go with this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I just feel the need that I need to do this this type of expression right now. And sometimes I just quit and I give it up. And I'm like, well, that's not going anywhere. So or maybe it frustrates me too much to continue going on. But when I can really stay focused and continue the path of that creativity, man, when I get done, I'm like, whoa, this is really nice. Could you had mentioned something that somebody as prolific as like Salvador Dali had moments like that with some of his art.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me a little bit about that, dude?